Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Final Whistle with myself, Upila Petero. All right, moving on to the forwards. I'm not going to mention any one by one. I mean, there's too many forwards out there. Who impressed you guys in 2018 out of the 8 or out of the 11?
So I'll be very quick.
That's mentioning reserves, huh?
Yeah, like I said,
just in case people are thinking we're talking about football, soccer here.
I was very impressed with Ubongi Monambi this season. I thought every time he came on, he was consistent, and he gave forward what was expected of him. Another player that I was impressed with was Mostert. I think actually he was probably one of our best forwards of the season, if not the best. The last player I'd say for me was very impressive was Stephen Kitshoff. Stephen Kitshoff took his game to another level this season. He actually overtook the incumbent, in my opinion, and he is our number one for the World Cup.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Number one. Are we not resting the legendary?
He's injured.
Yeah, still injured or not, but I mean, he's getting time off. He's not young anymore.
We'll get to that, and I think just to add there, I think to me, talking about who's impressed me, undoubtedly to me the player of the season for South Africa is Peter Steph du Toit. So he's really had a massive season. He's really owned the number 7 jersey, and I think he's going to give Rassie a lot of headaches going into next year. As in, does he keep it, or will the Dupree brother come in, or will he actually look at another option on that particular side? Where I'm actually really happy as well is the depth we have in certain positions. So we've got a lot of depth in locks, which is great.
Yeah.
And most importantly, we've got a lot of depth in the front row, which is great for us as well. So I think we've got a good number of props, and the guys have actually really done well in terms of playing the role. So the guys who start, and then the guys who come on for the guys who started. So those guys have actually done really well for me. So I think that's where we've played well. My concerns though is our hooking position. I think in Marks and Bonambi is as much as Marks is a good rugby player off his primary role of getting line-out ball. I'm still concerned going into a World Cup without the confidence of knowing that my hooker can find his jumpers in the dark, and that's the kind of thing I want from a number one jumper. Bongi as well has come through. I think he's really done, call it the yeoman donkey work is expected of him. He has found his jumpers, but also I don't know how much, call it full confidence, I have in him in terms of finding his jumpers fully, but he has had a good season. So I mean, it's fine. I mean, he passes and he does make the World Cup for me. So that's where we're sitting there. Concern I have again is just basically our role at when you look at our loosies in terms of roles they need to play. Again, I know you especially will say the role of the fetcher is gone, and fine, cool, we'll agree on that. I mean, you are a referee, but what I really want to see is our 6 playing to the ball, or at least a loose forward to play to the ball, because I think in the Northern Hemisphere especially, we were really found wanting at the breakdown, and that's a concern that we'll probably have going into the World Cup again. So I mean, that would probably be some of my gaps within the guys. But overall, happy with the mix we have, because I think we've got depth in positions. Where we don't actually think we have a lot of depth, funny enough, is in the loose forward position. So a lot of work to be done there over Super Rugby, and I think the guys who missed the bus for the Northern Hemisphere test have an opportunity to put their hands up.
We've got Us Kumbuzo Noche playing for the Barbarians this weekend. I mean,
isn't Kolisi also playing?
Yeah, no, he is, but I'm just saying we're talking about the loose forwards. I mean, you were crying that we don't have depth in those positions. And Uskumbuzo Noche didn't play a single. Did he play any games?
He didn't
play a single game in this tour.
A lot of guys went on holiday.
So I mean, for them, I mean, were they just holding tackle bags? I mean, what kind of experience are they getting out of just holding tackle bags and wearing blazers?
It's W pressure.
Just before the Currie Cup final, I tweeted that the Currie Cup final was an opportunity for Uskumbuzo to make a statement and to also probably stamp his name into a, if not starting, bench role within the end of the year tour, right? And he, for me, disappeared in that Currie Cup final. And I think that sort of stamped his fate for the rest of the tour, because he was facing a Rassie that was under pressure because he lost his first game, and obviously the rest of the tour, we all know how it went. Whiteley getting injured as well. So for me, I have this worry about Warren Whiteley. Thing is, Warren Whiteley is I mean, I call him Porcelain Man. He's
What?
Porcelain Man.
He breaks.
Yeah, when he bruises easily, type of thing. You know, the season doesn't go past without him having a injury, you know, or two.
Fair.
So for me, that's very worrying as well. So yes, I hear Ngo saying that there is a big worry with the loose forward positions. We have the two Dupree brothers, but they didn't go on tour. Was it by design?
As we speak.
was it by design? Is Rassie maybe does he have them in the back of his mind?
I'm sure he does.
You know, so that's another spanner in the works. I think we might see going forward as well.
No, fair enough. That's where we will leave it for the Springbok 2018 season. Well, follow us on Twitter @grit_sports. #Beyond the Final Whistle. Join in on the conversation.